ImageFX is an extremely simple plugin to use. We've developed this so it does all the calculations for you fully automatic and will generate either a silver ink separation or a white ink separation. So first of all, let's take a look at the ColorLogic ImageFX plugin. It's for Adobe CC and above, sorry, CC 2014. And what it's going to do is it's going to load up this HTML5 plugin, and there'll be two button options that will load in, one for silver ink and one for white ink. And once that's loaded in, just take a moment, first of all, when you first open it up, you'll see the two options. So the silver ink will be applicable to devices like Roland DG or Mimaki, where they have the silver ink section. This is the Eco Solvent silver ink. Devices that have a white ink, such as a flatbed UV, now that could be everything from HP Cytex, Durst, it could be Fuji Acuity, the list goes on. There are many devices now that have white ink. So you can generate a white ink plate for this image that will then create a photorealistic image separation for you to print onto metallic material. For example, silver substrate, rainbow, or holographic materials. So first let's take a look at the silver ink. I'm just going to click that button and run that program. Now in the background it's going to do actually about 65 different processes to give you the optimum metallic effect within inside the image. It's looking at the different values of pixels and determining how much metallic effect do I need underneath the pixels to make it work on the press. It's looking for things like highlights. Highlights are highlights, they don't have any colour content, so we don't want to put metallic effect into these whites. The shadows as well. Shadows absorb light, they do not reflect light, so we don't want to put metallic effect into the shadows. So there are many things that we've got to do and calculate, even down to how the inks work on the machines. For example, yellow ink is weaker than a cyan ink, therefore you need less metallic effect underneath the yellow areas than you do underneath the blues. So there are many things that it's doing and calculating, but all you have to worry about is click the button and it generates a separation. Now, one thing to be aware is when you're printing with an extra separation underneath the CMYK, it will dirty down the colours slightly. And by that I mean silver it's a neutral colour, but it's like a grey. If you add grey underneath colours, it is going to go slightly darker. So that you can see this switching on and off gives you that visual appearance. Okay, so we could print that, or we could make a mask. We could make a mask around maybe the car, around here. And we could maybe delete areas off my metallic design. Oops, do that correctly. I'll just do a very quick, crude mask. Get the idea. So on here we could then just delete the area. We don't have to keep everything in metallic. In fact, the best use of metallics is when you have metallic next to non-metallic, so the light can bounce off different areas differently and create almost like a dimension within inside the print. Okay, so we could just save the file, in which case it's your preferred file format, so maybe it's a TIFF or PSD file. I prefer to use TIFF because it allows me to put some compression on there. All you then have to do is then load that into your normal page layout programs and design accordingly and send that to print out. So let's have a look, do it as a TIFF file. And make sure you keep the spot colour selected, and it will then keep the silver separation. Now we could also generate this for white ink printing. So let's think about a flatbed UV device, metallic silver foil substrate with a white ink and CMYK. Again, we do this, we click the button, fully automatic, calculates everything for you and generates the white ink separation. The white ink separation will be visualized as 30% yellow on your screen. This is just a color value to see it on the monitor. It will not print like that, it will print with white ink. The problem is that you cannot see white ink on your computer screen, so we have to give it a visual color just so we can see it. And that's all there is to it. We've created a few images there, well, two images, one for silver, one for white. And we could apply this to any of the other designs. So let's take another image here. And what we're going to do with this one, well, this one's really quite complex when you think about it, because if you were to make a white ink mask for this design to keep all the clouds and the water and the highlights all photorealistic. How would you go about calculating that? Well, with ColorLogic's image effects, you click the button and it does all the work for you. After that one, let's see what else we can create. Let's see, we have another third image open in the background. Just to show you how this separation works, you can see all these different tonal areas with inside the clouds where that white ink is going to be printing. All automatic. Last image, we'll just run this one with a silver ink. And again, if we change our mind and we wanted to print it onto a different device with a different type of ink, like a white ink, we can just click the button and it will generate the white separation for us. So it's a very quick, very simple, very elegant way of adding metallic effects into your imagery without you having to go the trial and error, hit and miss approach of going backwards and forwards onto your machine. As you'll be aware, the more you are interrupting your machines to do proofing and get the test right, the less profitable your business is going to be. You want to maintain the maximum uptime on your press printing jobs, get the design right here at the design stage using the right tools, and then you can save on your ink consumption and your press times. So, quick recap. In its simplest form, click the button and it will generate the separation for you.